Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Spintires Mudrunner, and welcome back to our first episode of... I completely forgot what this one is called. Is this the downhill? It is. Okay. I'm not being cute when I do that. My brain is really scattered lately. You know what? Let's go back here to the map. Do we always start by opening a garage. Do we want to start by scouting first? Yeah, let's do that. Let's hop in this little whip, right here, and let's, I like a spare wheel. I love a spare wheel. Boom, now we got one. I like trunks too. There we go, okay. So let's go back here, and I guess we'll go up here first. I don't think we're going to need fuel for a while because this thing does pretty good on fuel. Let's go up here. We'll open that thing up. And then we'll come down here. We'll get these two going. And then let's do this one. There aren't a lot of watch points on this map. There's just kind of one big one in the middle. I guess there's some down here. Okay, so we'll go here. And then from there, we'll play it by ear. Okay. Fantastic. No damage. Plenty of fuel. Which way we go? To the left? To the right? No. There we go. So what is going on? It's Wednesday for you when you're seeing this. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. It's Tuesday for me. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with my Tuesday. Oh, this thing's kind of tricky to drive, kind of wobbly. There we go. Oh yeah, my Tuesday is good so far. It's early where I am, and I don't know where you are. I think, I don't want to say my fans, my audience. I think a lot of people that are watching my videos are overseas, so I don't know if you know American football, but it's a fairly short season. Like the core of the season is 16 games played over 4 months, one per week. But then they mix it up a little bit. They have typically one Thursday night game, one Sunday night game, and one Monday night game. The rest of the games are played, oh dear, the rest of the games are played Sunday afternoon. But the Monday night game has been a tradition for years and years. It's sort of fading away. It's not, I mean, they still play it. I think they always will, but it's not as popular as it used to be. It used to be on like broadcast on ABC, and it was a kind of a big deal. And I feel like in the media age that we live in, with Netflix and streaming and like more content than any person could know what to do with, I feel like it's not really a novelty anymore. You know, there's plenty of TV. So it's not as popular as it used to be, but it's kind of a big deal. And it's got some, I guess, some good memories for me from when I was a kid, you know? So I always try to watch that game, but it tends to go a little bit late. It tends to go like midnight, sometimes a little after. And last night was a really close game. And there's a quarterback playing right now, a guy named Tom Brady. And he is arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. And I can't really like him because his team is in a rivalry, kind of a late season. They play in the same conference as my team. And they always end up meeting like toward the end of the season when it matters. So I've got kind of mixed feelings about him. I don't like the guy. But I have to admit he's a fantastic quarterback. But one of the teams that was playing yesterday, the Green Bay Packers, their quarterback, a guy named Aaron Rodgers, just does amazing things every week. He's kind of old, he's really banged up, and he just makes it happen. If you follow football, if you remember John Elway from back in the day, like don't give the guy the ball with less than 2 minutes to go because he'll just take you to school. So it was a good game, and it went right down to the very end of the game. So you couldn't really turn it off. Come on. Couldn't really turn it off. It felt like there was something to see. If we stay here for a second, Yeah, didn't give us any fuel. We weren't low enough. So what I'm saying is I had to watch the game till the very end. I was a little bit tired, but well worth it. So then I slept in a little bit this morning. Not terribly, but I don't like to sleep in. What is this thing? Oh, yeah. Man, I don't even know what that is. Fantastic. Okay. Are we turning here? We making a turn? Sure are. Okay. No, we're not. Where would we turn? Is there a road there? Huh. Or do I have to go all the way around? I don't think there's a road there. Okay. Ah, is it back here? You know what? Let's be ridiculous. This thing is nimble, though. Nimble. I like that. So yeah, slept in a little bit this morning, and that was interesting. What else is going on? Oh, I had some vape drama. That was interesting. So I do vape, and I vape a very, very low nicotine. And I'd like to think, I mean, I go out for the day, and I don't even take my vape with me. I'm not like tied to it. I enjoy it. But I hope not. I don't think I'm chemically addicted to it because it's a really low strength nicotine, and I don't like chuff on the thing all day. I enjoy it. But I hope I'm not like hooked. And I broke my mod, my box mod. That's not what I wanted to happen. I broke my box mod, or it broke, I guess is a better way to say it. I've had it for about 1.5 years, and I've dropped it twice in the 1.5 years that I've owned it. I need to move this point. I've dropped it twice, and I dropped it a few days ago, and it continued working. But I sort of knew, like that's 2 times. You can't keep throwing your gear around. And I wouldn't say I collect vapes, but I always have like a spare atomizer around, and I try to keep some juice around. There we go. I try to keep some juice around. There we go. Because, you hate to be without your vape. So I took it off the charger, and I charge it via USB, but it has removable batteries. I took it off the charger, and then I used it just, I don't know, briefly. And I looked down, and said the batteries were half drained, half empty. And I was like, that's not right. And I picked it up a few minutes later, and it was completely dead. No screen, no nothing. Tried resetting it, tried various things. No way. It's a deader. So that happens. But now it was like trying to figure out, do I buy a new mod? Do I try to fix this mod? What do I do? So it took me about 1.5 days to get everything sorted out. And again, I have to say, I feel fortunate that I'm not, because at no point did I have like headache or withdrawal or get cranky or anything. And as I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what this is? This is like a burger without ketchup, Like you make yourself a nice, delicious cheeseburger, and you put it on a plate, and you sit down to eat it, and you realize, oh, I got no ketchup. And it's not, you're not going to throw it away. You're not going to, like, pitch a fit or anything. It's just, this isn't quite the same. So I was talking to my girl about it. She was, like, coordinating with me to get this all sorted out. And I was like, yeah, I don't think it's like, I don't have my heroin. I think it's more like I don't have my binky. So it was interesting to realize that, this is one of the times when being OCD is, I don't want to say not fun. It's never really fun, but there's times when it's kind of funny, kind of cute. Ooh, you know what? I remember this. We are not going to be able to get across this river, I don't think. I've had big problems with this river before. It's way deeper than it looks. You want to risk it? I want to risk it. Okay. Let's do it. In fact, can we do this? I think as quickly as possible, I want to get a winch out to, you know what I mean? Like as soon as possible before we even get into the deep water, which we're about to get into. Oh dear. Yep. Oh dear. I've had problems with this river before. Where's he going? All right. You want to rescue with this guy? How's he doing on fuel? Okay. Let's rescue with this guy. Yeah. Had problems there before. Clearly had problems there before. So yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it is I just wanted it back. But I do, like, I can tell you, because I do this all the time, but I'll go out and run errands for the day, and I won't take the thing with me, or I'll get wrapped up in gaming or something, and I won't step outside, because I'm in an Airbnb, so I go outside, but I won't go outside to vape for hours and hours. And that's fine. You know, I guess that's a good thing. But at the same time, it's like, I still wanted it back. I still wanted it working again. So, got that all sorted out. Still a kind of a strange day. Kind of an interesting day. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this thing across that river. That river has caused me, like, no end of problems. I'm not kidding. I think at the most vehicles I ever got stuck in there at the same time was like 3 or 4, and I just kept bringing in vehicles to rescue, right? And then I'd get that one stuck, and then I'd go get another one, and that one would flip over. So it was a scene. Now, I know we do have repair points on that little scout vehicle. So if we can get it out of the water, I think we can probably repair itself. And I see a spare tire on the back of this thing, so I suspect that this thing can repair itself as well. Now, this is what I'm talking about. If I get this thing stuck in here too, not impossible. This river is evil. It's evil, I tell you. Okay. So, we're going to put this on here. And I guess we'll go right through these. Through here. Oh dear. Come on, I need the little tree to break. Come on. Oh dear. Come on. Need the little tree to break. Oh. So we can get this thing. There, come on. Oh, game. Well, so we need to turn it sideways then. Okay. How do we want to do this? Let's try this. Let's release that. And let's try this. There we go. Right, so let's get this thing out of the trees. Man, it is tight back here. Come on. Come on. Whew. Okay. Right. And then we get back in this little guy here. Didn't take a ton of damage. A little bit. Just creep out of here. Creeping. Oh. Creeping into a tree. As you do. There we go. Get this discovered. And I think, yeah, I have a plan. So, what I'm going to do is check this out. I'm going to hop in this thing. And use these repair points for that thing. So we now have, we're repaired, but we still have our full box on the roof. Okay, good, I like that. Now, we need to get down here. So it looks like, maybe, do we want to go back up to the road? No, well, I don't want to cross the river again. Let's try down this way a little bit, and then over to here, and then here. Let's see what we can do. So yeah, it was kind of a weird day getting that sorted out, and I don't know, man. OCD is weird because it's like little projects, I guess. No, that's not the right word for it. It's I can see where I want to go. Is it this way? I can see where I want to go, I just can't get there. No. It's this way. Alright. We're going to have to drive through a fence here. Moment. We're looking for a road. Maybe. There we go. That looks like a road. Sorry, concentrating, focusing. Man, we are like all up on that tree. Okay, we've got, yeah, that's the problem. We got this waypoint pointing the wrong way. There we go, that's better. So yeah, it was a day. And then ended up being up late, so I guess I was just a little, I don't know, worn out, tired, something. I don't usually oversleep. I'm normally up very, very early. But not today. Alright. So, All right, we could have just gone around behind that house, right? No, is this the same river? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it unless I tow this thing across. Let me see how we're doing on time. 20 minutes, okay. No, that it's too it's too treacherous. Let's take it's not this one. No, it's not this one. Is it this one? Yeah, let's take this thing. And we can just go right through there, I think. Yeah, we'll tow this thing across because we're not doing that again. But I swear, like before the end of this episode, I'm gonna get both these vehicles stuck in the river. It is, I don't know why it's like, I don't know, just the worst river ever. But it is. Man, this thing is gigantic. Okay. So, we put that and hook it right to there. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Oh. Not easy to drive. Okay, so we release that. And then we'll hop in here. Right back in here. Lights on. Brakes off. And where are we at as far as... Oh, that map gets dark at night. Okay. Oh, screw it. Let's just go to this road up here and then we'll turn. Let's get back on pavement. I feel like we're making our life difficult going through the woods. And there's a road right up here. Yeah, here we go. Is there? Okay. There we go. Well, at least we're not in the trees. I guess that's something, right? That's an improvement. Oh, this game. I love it, but it makes me crazy. Just creeping. We're just creeping. You know how you do. Man, when they want you to creep, they really want you to creep. As soon as you hit second, it just spins and spins. Alright, this is better. Nope. Only for a second was it better. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe? Maybe? Yes. So we got one more in front of us, and I think that's either a watch point or a truck. Can't remember. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't flip. Mm-mm. Does not like second. One more. There you go. Let's try this. Worse. Okay. First gear it is. I'm not in a hurry. Well, I better not be, because I think I'm fixing to get stuck here. This mud is like super, super deep. And we are... Oh, come on. Right in the middle of it. I think, yeah, we're heading into the tree, so I think this is going to be a watch point. But that's good, because we can spot some roads once we get this open. Once we get this watch point discovered. Come on, creep up there. There you go. There you go. Now. Got it. Think, maybe, we got it. Whew. Okay, yeah, there's really not many watch points on this map. We got those two trucks, we got that one, 1, 2. Where are we at on time? 29 minutes. Let's do one more. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, twice. Okay. So now this one, what's the best way to get there? We're going to keep going over. So we'll turn left. Left, right, left maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Start by going left. And we're still doing okay on fuel. Okay. So here. I feel like if I could just get some momentum in second gear, we could kind of glide over this mud, but there's no momentum, man. There's no gliding. Nope. Just dig in. Man, that is a big puddle. Holy smokes. Did we just... Is this a puddle or a river? Wow, that's a deep hole, man. I don't even think we can... Yeah, there's no winch point. We're just like... stuck in a hole. Come on, little truck. Come on. Come on, little buddy. Just trying to creep out of here. Creeping. Creeping. Don't flip. Just creep. Come on. Easy. Easy. Come on. Now do we have a winch point? No. Oh, man. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Perfect. Right now. Do we want to, like, just drive straight through the woods? You know what I'm saying? Or do we want to, let's stay on this track a little bit. Let's see if we can find a turn off to the left. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. I think this would be easier and a lot more fun to watch if it wasn't like totally dark. I mean, it adds to the challenge, no doubt, but it's making it hard for me to see, and I know what I'm trying to look at, so I have to think it's even harder for you to see. Over here. Just drive through a swamp? What could go wrong? Ah, okay. Well, it's flat. We like flat. So maybe we can just stay in this water all the way up. Maybe. We don't have a lot of damage. Okay, we're doing all right. Just maybe stay to the side. Stay in the shallow part. Can we get up on top of this little cliff? Oh dear. Oh dear. Come on. Maybe. Oh yeah. Okay. Perfect. Now we just need to get through these trees. Which are extremely dense. Well, that didn't help. And another river. Yes. But there's our point. Okay, cool. Oh, with the deep crossings. Right. I just want to keep making progress. And it's like you just can't creep easy enough. Creeping easy. Turn. Come on, man. It's right there. You got this. Whew. Okay. All right. There's one more. Oh, dear. Good grief. Okay. Take a look at the map. Right. Man, that river is just haunting me. Okay, so if we can get on this track right here. That really goes nowhere, and then we have that river to cross again. Let's not cross that river again. Let's go back this way. Well, that didn't really work either. No. What if we come down here? Yeah, let's come down here. Since we're already here, we'll come here. And I think we do have to cross the river again. So what I might do is, let's do this. How are we doing on time? 37 minutes. Let's go until either we get those next 2 watch points or we get stuck again. Next time we get stuck, or next time we get a watch point, we'll call it good. There we go. Here's a track. Perfect. Well, you know, relatively. Okay. Yeah, I get quiet when I'm concentrating, and I get quiet when this game like vexes me. And it's weird, man. It's you know, I watch YouTubers and I see them like just absolutely rage out. And I think, man, why are you doing that to yourself? And I know there are people that like seeing that. Like, I know there is a certain type of audience that's like, that wants to see people flip out and quit and break stuff. And I think, man, I don't think that's cool. I don't like that. So I get that games can make you crazy, but I feel bad that people like, and I totally sympathize because I am OCD. I totally sympathize with what it's like to like not be able to quit. Like, oh, you know, I just got to get this next one. I just got to get this done. I just got to, you know, get to this next save point or whatever. I've been there, man, and that's no fun. But then I play this game, and it's like, there's times when this game is no fun, but ultimately it is. It's a very weird game, but it is fun to play. It is kind of satisfying. Oh, I got a thing up on the roof. You know what? I'm learning. I'm not going to fill it because we don't need fuel in this thing. We've made it this far on like a quarter of a tank. And I believe the less fuel you use, the more points you get. I think. I could be wrong about that. Oh, we got a discovery here. Nice. Okay. So yeah, you get what I'm saying. It's the game makes me crazy, but I love it. And I hope I never get to the point where it's like, where I'm on the verge of a rage quit, you know? And I guess because gaming is optional, you know, that it never gets to that point. I hope it doesn't. And then we just go straight in. Okay. Does that make sense? Like, you can always just turn it off. You know, if you got problems at work, you got to solve those problems because you can't just stop working. But if you have problems with gaming, you can stop gaming that day. You can stop gaming completely. And, you know, when I say that, I'm not saying that like as just some random person. Like, I'm a huge gamer. I love it. It's a big part of my life. But even I understand that if people in my life that love me and care about me came to me and were like, dude, you gotta chill with the gaming, I wouldn't say, you know, you're all crazy. I don't want to hang out with you anymore. I would say, really? You think so? Okay. And I would look into that. You know, I really would. It's not, addiction is a weird thing. I feel very lucky not to have the addictive personality. And I know people that do, and I would never like belittle them or make fun of them or anything. But it's very weird for me. Well, like I was saying with the vape earlier, you know, I just don't have like a chemical thing with it. And even if I were to like try to deal with, I guess, the OCD aspect of it, you know, I can clown about it, but ultimately it's really not that big a deal. It's just kind of a project for me. You know, I used to, stuck on a rock. We can get this. Maybe. I used to smoke, and I would smoke like 1 or 2 cigarettes a day for maybe a month or two. I do that every 3 or 4 years. And then I wouldn't like quit. I would just realize one day, like, I hadn't smoked for a while. You know, when I was living on Lake Tahoe, I kept my cigarettes in the drawer in the kitchen, right by the sliding door out onto the patio. And I had to go in that drawer for like batteries or something one day. And when I did, it was like, oh, hey, there's a pack of smokes in here. And I realized I hadn't smoked in like weeks. So it's like there's no chemical component. But then I know people that have had problems with opiates. I know people that have had problems with alcohol. And I'm totally sympathetic. You know, I'm not one of those people that says like, oh, I don't have a problem with it, so you must be full of shit. Not at all. Like, I get that that's a real thing. I just feel very lucky that that's not a part of my life. Or like, I have a glass of wine with dinner just about every night, but it's just one. And you know, I lived with a full-blown raging alcoholic. I dated her for 2.5 years, and like, we would go to the grocery store, and when we walked into the grocery store, she would go to the wine aisle, and you know, those little recycled cardboard 6-pack caddies, they hold 6 bottles of wine. She would fill 3 of those with like the cheapest wine in the store, and then say, okay, I'm done, do we need anything else? And it's like, yeah, baby, we need everything else. We need to get an entire 2-week grocery order. But that was like her only concern. So for me, I keep a small pantry. I typically, like, whatever I'm going to have for dinner that day, I pick it up from the market on the way home. So I really don't have a lot in my pantry. So I go to the market a lot and get just a couple things almost every day. And I'll get home and start making dinner, right? Get a few things going, and pour myself a glass of wine and realize, oh, I don't have any wine. And it's like, man, I don't really feel like going back out. And having lived with an alcoholic, it's like, there's no, like, it's not even a discussion about whether or not you'd go back out and get wine. Like, of course you'd go back out and get wine. But you wouldn't forget it in the first place, because that's the first thing you'd think of when you went into the store. And for me, it's like, I'm thinking about pasta, you know, I'm thinking about lamb. I'm not thinking about booze. So the idea of chemical addiction is kind of foreign to me, but I'm definitely on board with the idea of psychological or emotional addiction. You know, and I mean, you know, my thing is, oi, this camera being on the stick. You know, my thing is, like, we can find something to sort things out. Like, we can find a way to make ourselves smarter. You know what? It's way out in the middle. Let's just call it. Because I think we're going to need to come into it from above, right? Like, get up here. So let's head down this way. Is this where we started? I think it is. Okay, let's head down here. Moment. Let's head here, 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 and here. And we'll hop in that other vehicle. And that'll be the end of the episode. Okay. So, yeah, you know, my thing is, like, any of us can find a way to like learn or grow or figure something out from anything, from gaming, from losing your vape, from moving into an Airbnb, like anything that occurs in our life, we can use that as a tool, as an opportunity to like grow. You know, anything is a catalyst for analysis or evaluation. And I've been that way for years. I really like that as a, I don't know, a mindset, lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, that whatever happens, you can look at it and say, like, all right, how can I grow from this? How can I figure something out from this? How can I get better at being a person from this? So for me, it's like everything that happens in your life is just another opportunity to figure shit out. Figure out what you want to do and where you want to go. Beautiful. So yeah, man, I don't know that I would ever be so into video games that I would play them if they weren't fun. And there are certainly moments when games aren't fun. There's certainly moments when games are frustrating. But I think ultimately, then very quickly, it goes back to being fun. It goes back to being satisfying. And then you're right back into it. But I think if, like, I'll watch people play Cuphead, but I would never play Cuphead. No way. Because I know that's just too frustrating. That's not for me. And even, like, on the racing side. Well, I'll save that for the next video. Wanted to talk a little bit about AI and racing vids. Yeah, does not like high gears. Wanted to talk a little bit about racing vids and AI and stuff, but I'll save that for the next video. I gotta meter out my wisdom, yo. I gotta ration it out. So we got almost all the watch points today. I don't know. I mean, does this make more sense? Because we typically start by opening a garage, sometimes two, and then sort of filling in the distance between the garages by discovering waypoints. But I don't know. I just want to do something different. You know me. Right. I mean, the road goes that way. I think we're supposed to just go this way. Oh, too late. We're doing it. Oh dear. Almost flipped it right there. Creep up out of there. Come on. Come on, creeper. There you go. Now the truck that we're driving to is a mod truck, and I don't think I've ever used it before, so I'm curious what the attachments are and how that's all going to work out. I downloaded a bunch of stuff from the Steam store, the Steam Workshop, and it's weird. I said a while ago in an episode a while back, I said I feel like the best mods for Spintires are not in the Steam Workshop. I don't know why that is, but I feel like there's some good ones in the workshop, but I feel like most of the best mods that I've seen are on the dodgy Russian mod sites, which is frustrating because it's like all the pop-ups and everything, and then half the time it's like you get the thing into your mod folder and it's like, oh, click here, virus.exe. Oh, I don't know, man. That seems inappropriate, but whatever. Yeah, I just want to get on some firm track here so we can make a little speed. No. No. Moment. Moment. Yes, no. Looks like a pretty big road right there. You want to just, yeah, let's do this. Let's get rid of all these. No. Let's get rid of all these. Let's just get on this road right here. Good grief. Pavement, finally, yes. And I think, and we'll take a look when we get back here, but I think at this point, we will have gone like full circle all the way around the outside of the map. Okay, it's a good episode. Happy with that. All right. All right, there we go. Okay. Cool. So let's, where are we at on time? Almost an hour. All right. Is it going to let me, yeah. Boom. Let's hop in here. What do we want to do with this thing? We want to open garage parts. We want to open garage parts. We want to open garages. So, bacons. Everybody loves bacons. Exhaust. Holy jeez. Okay, that's enough to open an entire garage right there. We've also got this. Boom. That's enough to do that. Okay. What is this? A tipper. Okay. That holds logs. Okay. And then we got this. Okay. Let's go back to garage parts. Oh dear, that's going to be a nightmare. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Spintires Mudrunner from Downhill. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.